Player Gold. In a sea of sims, Slugfest was the fun fest we needed. Grab your expansion pack communities for capturing baseball's excitement like few others. Influencing arcade titles long after, it's $54.99 per endless entertainment. Yes, RB, everyone rating welcomed all ages to the diamond. Dolby Surround amped the stadium roar. From May 99 launch to now, it's a slugger's paradise. Angel Studios' Rush Job? A home run. Jay Leverson's tunes pumped the adrenaline. So there you have it, the full scoop on Ken Griffey Jr. Slugfest. A must-play for any retro baseball aficionado. Thanks for joining this Slugfest retrospect. Be different. Texas signed A-Rod to a then-record 10-year, $252 million contract prior to the 2001 season. But the Rangers finished in last place each of the next 3 seasons and put the superstar shortstop on the trade market. The deal with Boston would have been Rodriguez for slugger Manny Ramirez and a left-handed pitching prospect named John Lester. It was nixed, however, when the MLB Players Association objected because in order for it to work, Rodriguez would have to take a pay cut.
Sharpshooting prowess. In 2022, Thompson recently entered free agency. This move came after his substantial 5-year, nearly $190 million chapter, leaving behind an incredible legacy in the Bay Area. Thompson's illustrious career has been a compelling narrative of incredible highs intertwined with significant challenges, most notably the devastating period where he missed 2 full seasons, 2019-20 and 2020-21, due to severe ACL and Achilles tears. These were career-threatening injuries that tested his resolve to its absolute limits. Yet, despite these profound setbacks, he demonstrated truly remarkable resilience and an unwavering commitment to his craft, making a triumphant and inspiring return to help the Warriors secure their 4th championship in 2022. His extraordinary ability to perform under immense pressure, particularly in crucial moments, earned him the legendary moniker Game 6 Clay, a powerful testament to his consistent clutch performances when it mattered most. Beyond his on-court heroics, his unique and often quirky personality, frequently showcased in viral boat celebrations, endeared him deeply to fans worldwide, creating a genuine connection. Statistically, his impact is undeniable. He holds the impressive 6th spot on the NBA's all-time three-pointers made list with a staggering 2,481, and his 501 playoff three-pointers are second only to his fellow Splash brother, Stephen Curry, solidifying his place as one of the Thompson and a valuable 25 second-round pick. In return, the Golden State Warriors, despite their strong desire to retain him, received veteran players Kyle Anderson and Buddy Hield, along with 2 additional second-round draft picks to retool their roster. The extensive trade also involved the Minnesota Timberwolves, Charlotte Hornets, and Philadelphia 76ers. The Hornets specifically acquired Josh Rations, particularly their team trade vividly highlights the increasingly complex and dynamic landscape of modern NBA free agency and strategic team construction. Thompson's highly anticipated move to the Dallas Mavericks is strategically designed to significantly bolster the team's three-point shooting capabilities, an area where they experienced a notable dip, falling from an efficient 36% in the playoffs to a concerning 31.6% in the recent NBA Finals. His arrival is expected to profoundly diversify their offensive attack, providing a much-needed and crucial perimeter threat that will perfectly complement the playmaking brilliance of superstars Luka Doncic and Kyrie Irving. Clay's ability to stretch the floor and hit contested shots will create invaluable spacing, opening up driving lanes for Doncic and Irving, making the Mavericks' offense even more potent. During the 2023-24 season, Thompson maintained solid individual statistics, averaging 17.9 points, 3.3 rebounds, and 2.3 assists per game, while shooting an efficient 43.2% overall and 38.7% from beyond the arc. This season marked the first time since 2013-14 that he played 70 or more games without averaging at least 20 points, clearly indicating an evolving role. While Thompson's game has adapted and matured following his severe injuries, transitioning him more into a specialized three-point threat and off-ball mover, he unequivocally remains an exceptionally valuable asset for any contending team with serious championship aspirations. His veteran presence, championship pedigree, and elite shooting will be instrumental in Dallas's pursuit of an NBA title. Klay Thompson's profound impact on the NBA is truly undeniable, as he leaves an indelible and lasting mark on the Golden State Warriors franchise and its devoted fanbase. His heartfelt farewell message to the Bay Area expressed deep gratitude and appreciation for his time there, resonating with countless supporters. In a fitting tribute to his immense contributions, the Warriors promptly released a statement honoring his storied career and indicating definitive plans to retire his iconic number 11 jersey at the Chase Center, a testament to his legendary status. As he now embarks on this exciting new chapter with the Dallas Mavericks, his legacy as one of the greatest pure shooters the game has ever seen and a true, unwavering champion is unequivocally cemented in basketball history. We extend our best wishes to Klay Thompson as he steps into this thrilling new phase of his already illustrious and remarkable career, eagerly anticipating the next chapter of his journey in the league.
All right, NFL fans, Week 13 is here. The playoff picture intense. Let's dive into leverage. Bills, Ravens, Eagles nearly in at 99%, 98%, 96%. But Packers, Lions, Chiefs at 83%, 81%, 73%. Week 13 games pivotal. Bears, Panthers under 1%, effectively out. Electrifying season finish. Don't miss a snap. The 1997 MLB trade deadline was one of the busiest in Major League history, featuring 7 major trades involving 30 players and significantly shaping playoff races across both leagues. This overview delves into key transactions, player performances, team impacts, and the long-term significance of these deals, perfect for baseball history enthusiasts. Before the deadline frenzy, some notable trades set the stage, beginning with a 6-player swap between the San Diego Padres and St. Louis Cardinals on June 13, 1997. The Padres acquired pitchers Rich Batcheller and Danny Jackson, along with outfielder Mark Sweeney, while the Cardinals received infielder Scott Livingstone, outfielder Phil Plantier, and veteran pitcher Fernando Valenzuela. Except for Sweeney, who had a modest impact, none of these players made significant contributions beyond 1997, highlighting the low-stakes nature of this early deal. The Seattle Mariners, desperate for pitching to bolster their AL West contention, made several moves, trading young talent for relievers. On July 18th, Seattle acquired pitchers Felipe Lira and Omar Olivares from the Detroit Tigers and Kansas City Royals, respectively, in exchange for minor leaguers. Both Lira and Olivares underperformed, with Olivares posting a 5+ ERA across 5 teams that year, underscoring Seattle's ongoing pitching woes. The Florida Marlins, however, were building their championship roster with savvy moves, starting on July 21, 1997. They traded outfield prospect Billy McMillan to the Philadelphia Phillies for catcher Darren Daulton, who delivered a strong 114 OPS plus in his final 151 plate appearances. Then, on July 27th, the Marlins sent pitcher Mark Hutton to the Colorado Rockies for infielder Craig Counsell, a crucial acquisition. Counsell hit .299/.376/.396 in 1997 and famously scored the winning run in Game 7 of the World Series against the Cleveland Indians, securing the Marlins championship. July 31st, 1997, exploded with activity, highlighted by the Oakland Athletics trading first baseman Mark McGwire to the St. Louis Cardinals. In return, the Athletics received outfielder Eric Ludwig, pitcher T.J. Matthews, and prospect Blake Stein, a deal often cited as lopsided. McGwire, in his prime, smashed 220 home runs over his next 2,251 plate appearances with St. Louis, powering their offense and becoming a Hall of Famer. The Chicago White Sox's infamous white flag trade saw them send pitchers Wilson Alvarez, Danny Darwin, and closer Roberto Hernandez to the San Francisco Giants. The package they received included pitchers Brian Manning, Lorenzo Barcelo, Mike Caruso, Keith Falk, Bob Horry, and Ken Vining. Despite trailing the Cleveland Indians by just 3.5 games, the trade drew significant fan backlash, but the traded pitchers were declining. Alvarez never regained dominance. Darwin was nearing retirement, and Hernandez's ERA rose, while Falk and Horry contributed key innings to the 2000 White Sox. Seattle's deadline moves were particularly regrettable, starting with trading 23-year-old outfielder Jose Cruz Jr. to the Toronto Blue Jays for relievers Mike Timlin and Paul Spaljaric. The closer Heathcliff Slocum from the Boston Red Sox in exchange for prospects Derek Lowe and Jason Varitek. Slocum posted a 4.13 ERA in 1997 and 5.32 in 1998, providing short-term relief but costing Seattle dearly long-term. Lowe became a 21-game winner and World Series hero, while Varitek became a future All-Star and captain, making this a highly lopsided deal. Overall, the Mariners did improve their bullpen ERA from 6.12 in the first half to 4.76 in the second, winning the AL West at 90-72. However, they ultimately lost the ALDS to the Baltimore Orioles 3-1, showing that their deadline moves weren't enough for a deep playoff run. In contrast, the Marlins' acquisitions fueled their improbable World Series victory as a second-year expansion team. A testament to their strategic foresight include 30 players traded on deadline day alone, McGuire's 220 post-trade home runs, and Council's impactful .299 average. This era's trades underscore baseball's unpredictability, blending humor with lasting lessons on prospect value versus immediate needs, a story that continues to resonate with fans.
Bleacher Report proposes Lakers, Bulls, Mavericks trade shakeup. 32-year-old Anthony Davis to Chicago Bulls from Lakers. Dallas gets Vucevic, White, Herter, 2028 first-round pick, 2029 swap. Davis anchors Bulls defense. Lob threat for Giddey, Buzelis. Mavericks reset around Flag. Lively 2, gaining flexibility, assets. Chicago gains superstar. Dallas build
fashion, emerging as the ultimate victor instead of WWE, reshaping as we know it. For nearly a decade from the mid-1990s onward, WWE and WCW engaged in a fierce, no-holds-barred rivalry for dominance in professional wrestling, captivating millions of devoted fans worldwide with their high-stakes competition and groundbreaking entertainment. WWE, led by the ambitious Vince McMahon who had bought the company from his father in the mid-1980s, had established itself as the unchallenged standard-bearer of the industry, methodically building a vast wrestling empire through innovative storytelling and larger-than-life characters. WCW, which started as the regional Jim Crockett Promotions, experienced a remarkable revival when media mogul Ted Turner acquired it in 1988, infusing it with substantial resources and national exposure that elevated its profile significantly. As Eric Bischoff ascended to a leadership role, making audacious decisions like signing away major WWE stars, such as Randy Macho Man Savage, thereby assembling a powerhouse roster that challenged WWE's supremacy head-on. Bischoff's daring strategy culminated in launching Monday Nitro. In September 1995, WCW achieved remarkable dominance, surpassing Raw in the Nielsen ratings for an incredible 83 consecutive weeks starting in June 1996. Marking a golden age of unprecedented success and fan enthusiasm for the promotion. Yet, despite this impressive run of victories, WCW's momentum in the 1990s due to a combination of poor corporate management decisions at AOL Time Warner, Eric Bischoff's diminishing influence after internal power struggles, and a series of missteps that eroded its competitive edge. Compounding these issues were a string of poor creative decisions, such as convoluted storylines and booking errors that alienated loyal fans and frustrated top talent, ultimately contributing to the company's higher sale price that Intelligent Media Ventures in early 2000 talent distributions, and promotional strategies across the board. One major ripple effect could be the absence of the WWE Network. Launched in 2014 as a groundbreaking streaming service offering all pay-per-views for a flat $9.99 monthly fee compared to the previous $50 to $70 per event, since WCW's extensive tape library was a cornerstone of its content appeal. WCW's vast archive of programming, including classic matches from stars like Sting, Ric Flair, and the New World Order, provided decades of nostalgic value that helped the WWE Network persisted as a strong, viable competitor, keeping the industry more new entrant. In this hypothetical timeline, the Monday Night Wars could have extended far on 2001, delivering fans an ongoing era of fierce rivalry, creative innovation, and elevated match quality between WWE and a thriving WCW for years to come. That said, some industry observers argue that professional inevitably heading toward status since 2001 has fostered creative complacency under Vince McMahon's leadership, resulting in periods of stagnant storytelling and over the past 2 decades could have served as an essential ongoing full of untapped potentials and alternate rivalries. This intriguing thought experiment invites any passionate wrestling fan to reflect deeply on the pivotal roads not taken, the stars who might have shown differently, and the endless possibilities that could have defined the sport's evolution.
Together their rich histories and talents for a new era. Ring of Honor, founded in 2002 by Rob Feinstein, Kerry Silkin, and others in Philadelphia, quickly became renowned for its emphasis on athleticism, strong-style wrestling, and the unique code of honor, which required wrestlers to shake hands before and after matches, attracting top-tier talents such as Bryan Danielson, CM Punk, and Samoa Joe, who helped elevate its status in the indie scene. For 2 full decades, ROH operated independently as a cornerstone of the independent wrestling world, consistently producing high-quality events, establishing prestigious championships like the ROH World Championship, and serving as a vital training ground and showcase for up-and-coming wrestlers in the indie wrestling scene, and talented roster of contracted wrestlers in a state of uncertainty and limbo. All Elite Wrestling, established in January 2019 by Tony Khan, Cody Rhodes, the Young Bucks, and Kenny Omega, revolutionized the wrestling industry with its unwavering focus on superior in-ring quality, innovative multi-man matches, and the launch of its flagship weekly TV show, Dynamite, which debuted on TNT in October 2019 to immediate acclaim. AEW experienced rapid and impressive growth from the start, signing major stars like Jon Moxley, securing lucrative broadcasting deals with Warner Media, and by 2022, producing over 100 live events annually, including weekly television programs like Dynamite and Rampage that totaled around 4W. This undisclosed sum was estimated by industry reports to be around $20 to $25 million, representing a substantial investment, especially after Rowe's parent company, Sinclair Broadcast Group, decided to divest the promotion amid its period of inactivity and financial struggles. Tony Khan made the official announcement of the deal during a live episode of Dynamite, which excited fans worldwide, and he immediately began integrating Rowe's talented roster in AEW's ongoing programming, while committing to revive ROH as a distinct and vibrant brand within the AEW family. The post-acquisition changes and developments, as candidly revealed by Tony Khan himself during the AEW Full Gear 2024 media call, provide fascinating insights into how AEW has evolved dramatically since bringing ROH under its umbrella. When AEW first launched in 2019, it started modestly with just 2 hours of weekly television programming on Dynamite and had no connections or ties whatsoever to Ring of Honor, focusing solely on building its own identity in the wrestling world. Fast forward to 2024, and AEW has expanded tremendously, now producing multiple hours of television each week across shows like Dynamite on Wednesdays for 2 hours, Collision on Saturdays for 2 hours, and Rampage on Fridays for 1 hour, in addition to hosting over 10 major pay-per-view events annually. AEW's primary revenue streams come from lucrative television rights deals, such as the new Warner Bros. Discovery agreement valued at $185 million over 7 years starting in 2024, as well as successful pay-per-view events like Full Gear and Revolution that draw thousands of fans and generate significant income. In terms of Ring of Honor specifically, Tony Khan has made a deliberate effort to preserve its core ID championship, pure championship, and tag team championships for the men's division remain completely unchanged and true to their original forms. Among the most significant additions to ROH under AEW's ownership are the introduction of the ROH Women's World Championship in June 2022, with Deonna Purrazzo as the inaugural champion, and the Women's TV Championship in July 2022, won first by Quinn McKay, both of which have greatly enriched the promotion's offerings. These new championships and initiatives have successfully expanded Row's women's division from virtually non-existent prior to the acquisition to a robust and competitive roster now featuring over 20 active female competitors, providing more opportunities and storylines for talented wrestlers in the division. Today, ROH airs its programming weekly on the Honor Club subscription service, which costs $9.99 per month and offers exclusive access to events. And it integrates seamlessly into AEW's broader ecosystem, allowing for shared resources and enhanced visibility across platforms. Cross-promotions between ROH and AEW have become a regular and exciting feature, with prominent ROH stars such as Willow Nightingale and Athena frequently appearing in AEW events, competing against top talents and contributing to compelling storylines that appeal to fans of both brands. Some of the key events held post-acquisition include the Death Before Dishonor 2022 pay-per-view, which marked the first major show under AEW's ownership with an attendance of around 1,200 fans, as well as notable crossovers during events like WrestleDream that highlighted the unified talent pool. From a numerical perspective, the ROH video library is an invaluable asset, spanning over 20 years of wrestling history and containing more than 1,500 hours of archive content, including classic matches and events that continue to attract new and longtime fans alike. The acquisition also bolstered AEW's roster significantly, adding over 50 wrestlers who were under ROH contracts, and the combined weekly programming for both promotions now comfortably exceeds 7 hours, offering fans an abundance of high-quality wrestling content throughout the week. Overall, the acquisition of a professional wrestling landscape, fostering a more expansive, interconnected, and dynamic ecosystem that benefits wrestlers, provides diverse entertainment, and engages wrestling fans worldwide with endless possibilities for the future. In 1989, the Yankees almost traded Rickey Henderson to the Giants, nearly to San Francisco 2 days before A's trade June 21, 1989. He helped the A's win the World Series against the Giants. Henderson, the man of steel, personally vetoed the trade. The deal, stolen base king to SF for Maldonado and Geraltz.
Good evening, baseball fans. The Miami Marlins are shifting their offseason spending strategy for 2025-2026. This marks a change from their frugal approach under Peter Bendix, who joined in late 2022. In his first 2 off-seasons, Bendix made minimal expenditures. However, Bendix expressed optimism, stating the team's 2025 improvements position them for a really exciting 2026 season. The Marlins improved from 62 wins in 2024 to 79 wins in 2025, showing momentum after the All-Star break. Financially, they entered the offseason with a clean payroll for 2026, owing only $17 million to Sandy Alcantara. Agents report a greater willingness to spend, potentially targeting infield corners or the bullpen. While not expected to chase top-tier free agents, these moves could position the Marlins as a wild-card contender. They aim to leverage their prospect depth and low commitments for sustained competitiveness. This promises an for Marlins fans as the team looks to build a lasting foundation.
Today, we delve into the remarkable life of Judy Lynn Jennings, the ship that would last 58 years. The couple relocated to 58 years. The couple relocated to Alexandria, Louisiana, in true retirement was short-lived, as Judy's digital journey began on April 22nd, 2010, marked the true beginning online persona. Judy's fame skyrocketed on TikTok, where she to Jake's elaborate. Her most popular videos include self-driving car prank on grandma, where her surprise was palpable. Another fan favorite was Art the Clown prank on grandma, which showcased her fearless and often hilarious responses to scary situations. And who could forget Chucky doll prank on grandma, a classic example of her over-the-top, yet endearing reaction. Judy's personality was consistently described as funny, unusual, and genuinely entertaining, a true reflection of her online persona. She often shared humorous opinions on various topics and was famously known for her deep love of candy and snacks. Her grandson would willfully attempt to confiscate these beloved items, leading to more moments. Beyond the pranks, Judy had a playful side, including an anecdote about pranking her, further highlighting her family's dynamic. She also famously Xbox, showcasing her willingness to engage with modern entertainment and her youthful spirit. Judy held unique beliefs, including a fascination with Sasquatch and aliens, adding to her quirky and endearing character. And, of course, her well-known crush on Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson was a recurring, humorous detail that fans adored. Her interactions with other family members on camera, beyond Jake, she was also an avid Auburn Tigers football fan, passionately supporting her team, a detail that connected her with many sports enthusiasts. Judy Lynn Jennings passed away on November 14 in Covington, Louisiana, at the age of 77. A memorial November 26, 2022, at Grace Funeral Home in Covington, Louisiana, allowing friends and family to pay their respects. She is survived by her daughter Michelle, son-in-law Edward, sister Donna, cousin Barbara, and several other beloved family members. Judy Lynn Jennings, the angry grandma, left an indelible mark on the YouTube and TikTok communities, remembered for her humor. The concept of happy hour has a fascinating history, originating in the U.S. Navy around 1913 aboard the USS Arkansas. These were called happy hour socials, weekly entertainment events designed to boost sailor morale through music, dancing, movies, and boxing. During Prohibition, the term evolved, referring to clandestine gatherings at speakeasies where alcohol was secretly consumed before dinner. After Prohibition's repeal in 1933, bars adopted happy hour to attract customers during slow periods between the workday and evening meals. Today, you can celebrate by visiting a bar for discounted drinks and appetizers, or by hosting a party at home with friends. Even non-drinkers can join in by enjoying reduced prices on delicious appetizers. Expect unique creations and specials from establishments, and remember to use hashtag National Happy Hour Day on social media. Popular happy hour snacks include roasted shrimp cocktail, tapenade, and potato wedges, among others. However, happy hour is illegal in 8 U.S. states: Alaska, Indiana, Massachusetts, North Carolina, Oklahoma, Rhode Island, Utah, and Vermont. These bans, like Massachusetts' 1984 prohibition after a drunk driving incident, primarily aim to prevent alcohol-related incidents and promote public safety. For instance, Alaska prohibits all time-limited discounts, while North Carolina requires drinks to be sold at a single price for the entire business day. Utah banned reduced-price drinks in 2011 to discourage overconsumption, and Vermont only allows price reductions for the entire day. So, whether you're enjoying specials or celebrating at home, remember the rich history and diverse regulations surrounding National Happy Hour Day.
The Lions-Packers rivalry is one of the NFL's oldest and most intense, dating back to 1930. These NFC North foes have clashed over 180 times. Notable games include the 1991 NFC Championship, where the Lions upset the Packers, and the Packers' dominant playoff wins in the 90s. Barry Sanders and Brett Favre defined eras of this battle. Today, it remains fierce with recent playoff heartbreaks for Detroit. This rivalry embodies the grit of the Midwest, fueling fan passion across generations. The Lions-Packers saga continues to deliver drama on the gridiron.
The Atlanta Braves are reportedly eyeing free agent pitcher Zach Gallen for their 2026 season, aiming to fortify their pitching rotation. After a challenging 2025 season, marked by injuries and missing the playoffs, the Braves are determined to revamp their roster. Their top priority is to enhance their pitching staff, especially after losing 3 key starters to injuries last season. Zach Gallen, who will be 30 in 2026, is seen as a prime bounce-back candidate for the team. Despite a 4.83 ERA in 2025, Gallen had an impressive 3.20 ERA from 2022 to 2024. He has accumulated over 1,000 innings pitched with a solid 3.58 ERA, showcasing durability. Gallen's potential acquisition aligns with the Braves' strategy of targeting veteran pitchers for prove-it deals. Contract projections vary, from a 4-year, $76 million deal to 2 years at $42 million, with Spotrac valuing him at 4 years, $74.8 million. These diverse projections indicate Gallen could be a cost-effective option for the Braves, offering significant value: a four-seamer, curveball, changeup, slider, cutter, and sinker. Ultimately, the Braves seek a strategic blend of high-impact talent and reliable depth to contend throughout the 2026 season.
Welcome to Denmark, Kansas, a small unincorporated community in Lincoln County with a rich history and enduring spirit. Located at 39 degrees 5 minutes 21 seconds north, 98 degrees 17 minutes 13 seconds west, Denmark sits at an elevation of 1,411 feet, nestled along the banks of Spilman Creek. Established around 1869, Denmark was one of the first permanent settlements in Lincoln County, founded by Danish Lutheran immigrants. These settlers fled the Prussian army's invasion of Denmark in 1864, seeking independence and opportunity on the Kansas prairie. Their journey was fraught with hardship, and just months after their arrival in May 1869, an Indian raid tragically. 1872, a post office was established, and by 1875, the growing town site boasted a store, blacksmith shop, and a school. In 1876, residents laid the cornerstone for a stone Lutheran church on land donated by Lars P. Nielsen. The church was constructed using abundant post-rock limestone quarried from local farms, a testament to the region's unique geology. Completed in 1880 and expanded in 1901 with a bell tower, this church remains a symbol of Denmark's enduring faith and community. A large native limestone cross, originally on the roof, now stands as a memorial to the early pioneers east of the church. The community's development accelerated with infrastructure, including the construction of a community hall in 1911, still in use today. The arrival of the Salina and northwestern line of the Atchison, Topeka, and Santa Fe Railroad in 1916 spurred significant growth. By year's end, the population reached about 200 families, leading to the town splitting into Upper Denmark and Lower Denmark near the tracks. The post office reopened on March 30th, 1917, marking a new era of prosperity for the vibrant hub. By the 1920s, Denmark boasted 2 schools, the church, a mercantile store, hotel, bank, garage, and other businesses. This formed a vibrant hub in the amazing 100 miles region of Kansas folklore, a testament to its thriving community. However, prosperity waned with the Great Depression and severe droughts in the 1930s, causing businesses to close by the early 1950s. The post office shut permanently on January 31st, 1954, and mail shifted to rural delivery from Vesper, the nearest rail stop. Despite the decline, the Lutheran Church has held services for over a century, a beacon of continuity. Today, Denmark retains a grain elevator, an active rail